Can you really attract the things that you want for your life? I mean, is that positive thinking or something like that? Is there really a law of attraction or a power of sorts that can make us focus on something and get it to come to us? It's just a pity that so many people learn these things in such an unstructured and childish manner, in such a naive way, that they cannot use it or put it to practice in a suitable fashion. My name is Jay Firmino, and this is the Modern Sage channel. We use ancient people's knowledge in order to improve our lives. Okay, folks, before I go further, please smash this like button and subscribe to my channel. Okay, people, let's proceed. Today I'll be talking about what many people call the law of attraction. You certainly don't need me to explain what the law of attraction or what they call law of attraction is. You've got better people who can illustrate this subject with way higher expertise, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, Bob Proctor, and a myriad of other, self-help or self-development gurus on the internet. But what I can tell you today is what to study and how to study it, how to approach it the correct way so that you don't get lost in the plethora of videos and messages and texts and audio all around the web. Well, this thing made its debut as the law of vibration. The law of vibration postulates that nothing rests. Everything is at constant vibration. Everything is at constant state of vibration. And even when we look at a solid, this solid is not really solid. It's vibrating at astounding speed, so rapidly the naked eye cannot detect any variation whatsoever. While the observation of vibration has its origin in the study of the atom, the law of attraction is a term that doesn't exist scientifically. I mean, it was branded, created, invented by people from the New Thought movement. These ideas had come from the Hermeticism, in publications such as the Emerald Tablet, the Kybalion, and were later mixed with concepts of quantum physics so as to purport some scientific credibility. The funny part about this story is that human beings can't admit they can't do something on their own, so instead of claiming that God would help them, they invented another being called the universe, and the universe will provide this, the universe will provide that, giving the universe, whatever that is, the character of facilitating and enabling the happening of the events that were previously thought and imagined in their minds. A quantum physicist would call this universe or place the field of potentialities, where all the potentialities are stored. They would call you and me the observers, and this formless matter in the field of potentiality is the thing being observed. Now, I want you to stick with me for 1 second. Forget all the science, forget all the woo-woo part, all the mumbo-jumbo, forget all the witchcraft, magic, anything that could as a hindrance for you not to believe, not to like, or steer away from the process. Let me ask you and answer the question again. Can people really attract what they want by means of their mental focus? The answer is yes. But the problem here is that because you can do it, many people start focusing on things they don't really want, just because they want to test it. They want to see if it works, and they want to test it on the wrong stuff. You know, there are people who never thought of having a Ferrari before, and they want to attract a Ferrari. All of a sudden, you want a yacht. You never thought of being in the water. Now you want a yacht. People want to attract a tiger with, pink stripes, all sorts of crazy things. Then they will complain it doesn't work. Now let's start with a very basic and sound exercise. Look at yourself where you are right now, your current state of affairs, your job, or you could even be jobless at this moment. It doesn't matter. Look at where you are. Look at your surroundings. Look at your situation. That's it. Now, you're not going to answer me, you're going to answer this question to you. Are you happy or unhappy at this moment in this situation you're in? Think about it. And I'm not asking this question to tell you that because you're unhappy, you cannot attract anything. It's bogus. You can't attract anything in any state you are. The thing is, the prerequisite here is to want something for real. Of course, human beings don't feel happy all the time, but on the other hand, you can't be unhappy all the time. You need to agree with me. It's abnormal, right? We live in scales of feelings, spectrums, if you will. Happy, sad, satisfied, dissatisfied, moody. If you're constantly unhappy, gloomy, or constantly happy, if you're constantly happy, you must be on drugs or something. I understand that. Yet there's no such thing. We encounter all the feelings every time. So, in this place where you are right now, physically, materially, financially, emotionally, I want you to pick one thing that you really want. It could be one thing that you need for now. Pick out the most realistic thing that you need for now, that you want, right? It's got to be something that you want. If it's something you want very badly, so much the better. Okay, very good. There you go. Now, when you think about this thing, do you think about it as, from the point of view of a person who doesn't deserve it? Or do you think it's really hard for you to get it? Or do you feel unlucky when you think about it because other people have it and you don't? Or maybe, do you think it's easy for you to get it? You never really gave so much thought about it. I want you to think about it for a few seconds. Most likely you're thinking about it, and at the same time you're also thinking about all the things that keep you from getting what you want. So what I want you to do at this moment is I want you to remove all these other thoughts. I want you to think only of the thing that you want. Think about the thing that you want. Think about the way you want it only. Only. It's a relationship or a job or a material thing, a material reward, a sum of money. I want you to think of it, imagine it coming to your hands, coming to you in the most realistic way. You don't know how, you don't know when. I just want you to imagine the way you can. Imagine the way you can this thing coming to you. Yeah, that's it. Only focus on what you want. What you want is the most important thing. What you want is the only thing you need to think about. Don't think how, because if you do, you will think of impossibilities. We only have potentiality, and the potentiality is to have it. Don't be rigid. Think of the thing. Don't think of the color. Don't think of the shape, the size. Think of the thing. It's specific, but not too rigid. Think of the thing. That's it. Now I want you to get a piece of paper, and I want you to write this thing down. I want you to write the name of this thing down on a piece of paper. Well, this is what you're going to do. This piece of paper you're going to carry it with you every day, and you're going to look at it constantly, every day. This is going to be a kind of anchor. Every time you look at this piece of paper, you will think about having this thing. You will think about this thing with you. You will think about yourself already in the possession of this thing, or this thing coming to you. People think that what they call law of attraction is them saying or stating, what they want to, what people call the universe, and then receiving it in the most fantastic and heroic way. But such a thing does not exist. You will be waiting and it won't happen. What you're dealing with here is the field of potentialities. This does exist, and this is a quantum mechanics concept. Everything is a potentiality. When you go to bed at night, for example, you have the potentiality of getting up sick, or dead, or healthier, or thinner, or a little bit heavier. You leave home to go to work. It may rain, it may wind, it may get scorching hot. You never know. It's a potentiality. But in the case here, there is an unknown energy commanding the process. Humanity's first encounter with fire dubbed it as a demon. Then it became a god. Then it just became fire. Same did happen with electricity. Now you have waves that become frequencies, that become waves again, that become frequencies again, that vibrate differently. And that's the reason why you need to keep the thought of the good you want. And there's a question that doesn't want to go away. When am I gonna get it? When is my dream gonna come true? When will I start that relationship? How about that job? Well, I have a few friends who always get a parking space at the mall and theaters and places like that. And I do it a few times, but they get it all the time, and I get very wowed at it. The time you begin doing it, you get wowed. But after some time, it just becomes a household practice. Are you not convinced? Okay, you must have gone to school, so you know that an atom is pure energy, and all of us are made of atoms. We are energy. Everything around us is energy. If we are energy and we are vibrating, everything else is vibrating. Yet we all vibrate at different frequencies. And for you not to get lost in this process, let me repeat it. The first thing you're going to do is to think of what you want. All the things you want, all the time. Whenever you want something, only think of it from the perspective that you want it. It means no excuse of why you couldn't get it, or you can't get it, or why it is difficult. There's no why. There's no how either. You just want it. You're that kid that asks the father for the candy. You never give up. The difference here is that you're both the father and the kid. Saying no to yourself is a contradiction. Only think of what you want, and only from the perspective that you want it. Never, ever think of things that you don't want. I hate it when, I don't like it when, I can't stand it when. Instead of saying this, say the opposite. I like it when, I love it when, and so on. The next item is to write it on a piece of paper. Write it on a card. Don't write a list. Write down one item per card or piece of paper. Carry it or them with you. Look at them every day, morning, afternoon, evening, before you go to bed, as soon as you get up. Assume it's at your grasp. It's yours for the taking. There's no barrier. Remember only the things you want, not the things you saw on television, not the things that you saw your neighbor buying, acquiring, because these things are not inside of you, not in your heart, not a reality inside of you. Now I can talk about your feelings. The start of thinking of the things that you want only will contribute to change your feelings for the better. And changing your feelings for the better makes your body vibrate in a different way, in a way conducive for attracting the things that you want on a rapid basis. Yes, the vibrations are different. Compare these situations. The rent is due tomorrow. Tenant A has money in the bank, plenty of time to spend with his family, lots of job offers he rejects, and he can travel any part of the world on vacation. Tenant B works for a company he hates, earns very little money, is broke, owes money to his friends, and is penniless today. Tell me whose vibration is conducive to attract more good. Bottom line, there's no law of attraction, there's no universe. Here on earth, what there is you. If I adopt the text in the good book for 1 second, I'll be reminded that it says that God created man, his image and resemblance. If we assume that's true, and God has the power to create anything, being such a powerful being's resemblance and image confers us exactly the same powers, doesn't it? If this video has added any value to your life, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. This is a Modern Sage channel. Spread the word out to your family, friends, people of your circle. My name is Jay Firmino. Thank you. So long.